Today we are in the kitchen with Ahmed of Lemongrass, and you guys might recognize her from the pop-up that we did earlier this year in January. We're going to show you how to make a Laotian comfort dish. This was a super popular dish at the pop-up. People are always asking me how to make it. So what better person to show us how to make it than Anne? Do you want to tell us what is in here?
So we're going to start with the pork bellies, cubed it into pieces that are proportionate to one another so that they cook evenly. And then to that, I'm also adding some pork cushion. So that way it's kind of like not overly too fatty as a dish as a whole. So there's some fatty meat and then there's a little bit of lean meat to balance it out.
If people don't eat pork, can they use something else?
You could use chicken, you can use like, beef bones, you could use tofu if you want. So any type of protein if you want is totally fine. And you could skip the pork and if you're a vegetarian, but you could do eggs, you could just do the eggs yourself.
Perfect.
So it's endless possibilities.
But we are not vegetarians, we like meat.
Oh yes, we do. And then, obviously sugar. We're going to need the sugar. And then we're going to use some sweet brown soy sauce, mushroom soy sauce. We're going to use ginger slices, star anise, and then we're going to use some crushed garlic, fresh ground black pepper, vegetable oil, fish sauce, and then some salt. I like to use pink Himalaya salt just because it's not as salty, and then the saltiness is a bit more rounded versus like really that strong sharp salt flavor.
And then we are also using quail eggs, and might have mentioned that already, but if you don't want to use quail eggs, you can use regular chicken eggs. How would you describe quail eggs?
I like it because it's bite-sized and you get your own little personal eggs instead of like having to share that egg with somebody at your table.
Because we don't like sharing food either.
They're cute. I mean, look at these little guys. The joy of peeling it as well.
We're going to start by caramelizing the sugar in a large pot until golden brown, making sure to stir continuously so it does not burn. In a separate pot, go ahead and add the oil, garlic, ginger, and star anise. Frying until fragrant. Once the sugar is caramelized, go ahead and add the water. Let that come to a simmer. It'll gently lift the sugar. To the aromatics, we're going to add the pork belly. We like to do this in 2 separate pots to remove the impurities from the pork and to keep the sauce clear. Once the pork belly has slightly cooked through, go ahead and add the rest of the pork. Now going back to the sauce, we're going to season it with salt, the soy sauces, and fish sauce. Let that come to a simmer. Once the pork has cooked through, go ahead and add the black pepper, and then you can fish it out and add it to the sauce. We're going to simmer this for 1 hour or until tender. "15 minutes before cooking time is up, go ahead and add the eggs, making sure to submerge them in there so that they get that nice, rich brown color. When you're ready to eat, go ahead and serve over rice. You can enjoy this with freshly cracked black pepper or Thai chilies. Make sure to check out Anne's website at lemongrassmn.com. You can also find her on Facebook and Instagram or in Brooklyn Park at her restaurant. We hope you guys enjoyed. Please tag us if you remake this dish. Bye!
Laotian comfort dish, was it?
And we could talk about that. Crush fresh garlic, star anise. Here.
That is one very saucy.
Hey, what are you doing?
That wasn't cute.